Welcome to Teachers in Real Estate, a podcast with your host, Jackie Durbin. Guys, I have built a six-figure income from using what I learned from being a teacher. Teachers make great agents, but guys, it isn't all sunshine and rainbows. Some people are cutthroat. Some clients will make you want to throw in the towel, but your years in education have built you for a career in real estate, and I am here to help. With the right mindset and the right tribe, you can experience the same success. You can either supplement your income as a part-time agent or go full-time into real estate. The tools I will share will help you gain the confidence and expertise to reach your goals. Whatever your goals, let's enjoy this time together. This podcast is geared for teachers who are looking to get their start in real estate and teachers who are already rocking dual careers. If that's you, grab your notebook, your pencil, and buckle up. We are about to begin Teachers in Real Estate. Hey guys! I'm super excited to be back in the studio and recording this episode just for you. And today is an episode that is actually good for all agents. You don't have to be a teacher, sorry. But if you are a teacher, thank you for what you do. So in today's episode, I'm going to discuss how to get unstuck when you have no idea what to do next, okay? So get your pencils ready, friends. Now, before I even get started, I just want to let you know, as a team owner, we get tons of agents that join our team, okay? Some of the agents are brand new to real estate. Some have been around for a little bit, but it doesn't matter how experienced or inexperienced you are. That feeling of feeling stuck, it happens to all of us, okay? So before I can talk about what to do when you're stuck, let's talk about how do you get into this feeling in the first place? Now, the market has shifted and it continues to shift daily. I swear I feel like every other day I have to give a different update to people who are buying and selling in the market. Okay? You could feel stuck. All right? When you have nothing on the books, that's right. When you have no buyers, when you have no sellers, when you have nothing in escrow, when you're wondering where your next paycheck is going to come from, you can feel stuck. And when your business is so busy that you can't stay on track, you can feel stuck. Guys, there's so many different reasons to have this feeling, but I wanted to talk about things that you can do to kind of help when you have that feeling. So let's say that you're feeling stuck because the market is shifting. What is something you need to do? Well, step number one, talk to other agents and mentors. Ask for advice and guidance from experienced agents in the field and listen to what they have to say. One of the things that my business coach told me at the very beginning of our relationship was each day you should have 30 minutes, a minimum of 30 minutes each day where you're learning something. Guys, part of your learning is learning about the market. Okay, people are trusting you to make the biggest purchase. And the one thing you need to make sure that you know is what you're talking about. Okay, so you can't just come up with something because it sounded good. People are trusting you. Okay, when the market is shifting, it's also good to look at your goals. Okay, post-COVID, well, I don't know, are we even post-COVID, pre-COVID? Are we in COVID? I don't even know what's going on. But anyhow, when 2022 occurred, okay, kind of like halfway through the year, the market really shifted, okay? What we had seen prior to that was a huge increase in home values. One of the reasons for that was because of the low interest rates. Now, that ship has sailed, okay? So if when that market was going on, if my goals for my business were extremely high because the market was allowing me to create those goals and to create that revenue, one of the things you need to do is when the market is shifting is look at your goals again, okay? What are your objectives? Because one way that you can feel stuck is because you feel like you're not being successful. And maybe it's not necessarily reaching the exact same goals as far as transactional or volume or helping as many families, because guess what? Lots of people are deciding not to buy right now. Okay. Lots of sellers are like, you know what? I really do like my house, so I don't want to sell now. So you need to always be aware of the market shift when you are looking at those goals. Now, you need to make sure also, here's another thing, that you have a clear understanding of where you want to be and what you have to do to achieve it. Now we're getting into the nitty-gritty. Why do so many real estate agents fail? Why does it happen? Well, I'll tell you why. It's because we have a false idea of what it means to be a real estate agent. We think about all of the, the lucrative, oh man, I can make as much money as I want. There's no glass ceiling. I can work as hard as I want. But at the end of the day, are you willing to do what, say, 99% of the agents won't do to be in that top 1%? And one of those things is getting on the phone. People always ask me, because I also teach people how to use their CRM, is how can I generate more business? Or what do I do with these leads? Or how can I convert more leads? You have to get on the phone with people. You have to talk to people. You have to create a relationship, because guess what? You're not the only real estate agent out there. And in order to make yourself look different than everybody else, you have to create that relationship. And I'm going to tell you this, and I say this almost every single podcast. If you are in it solely for the money, you are not going to, one, ever reach a level of success that you are going to be comfortable with. You're always going to want more. And also, you're going to get burnt out. Okay? You cannot be in it just for the money. You have to be in it because your heart truly wants to help people purchase and sell homes. You enjoy the idea of being a CEO, because that's what you are as a real estate agent. You don't have a boss. Now, you have a broker who's going to make sure that you're in compliance with state guidelines, okay? You have commissioners that are making sure that you're following the laws according to your state. But as far as having a boss that's saying like, hey, did you make the phone calls? You're not going to have that. So you have to really hone in on the fact that you're going to be using your phone to call people. Okay. I was listening to an agent who's extremely successful today talk about the fact that if you're a real estate agent and you haven't received at least a handful of phone calls from phone numbers that you didn't have registered in your phone, are you really doing your job? I mean, seriously, like, you're putting out ads, you're trying to sell properties. Maybe there's other agents calling you, all these different things. Your phone should be ringing all the time. And it should be sometimes when you answer it, you have no idea who you're going to talk to. All right, here's another tip. When you're feeling stuck, refresh your marketing materials. Take a look at your website, look at your business cards, look at all of your marketing materials, and make sure that they're up to date. Make sure that they're engaging. Guys, if you still have your 1997 glamour shots on your business cards, take that off. You are not that same person, okay? You have grown, you have matured. That's the nice way that we say that we've aged. But honestly, you need to embrace who you are and make sure that that is being shown to other people. All right, you're feeling stuck, right? You're feeling lost. You're feeling out of place. How are you networking? Okay? Networking is something that I think a lot of people just don't see the importance and the power that comes behind networking. So networking, what I'm talking about is you need to attend local real estate events. And when you attend that event, do not sit down at your computer. Do not sit and look at your phone the whole time. Walk around, introduce yourself to other agents, meet the other industry professionals. Who cares if you already have a lender? Go meet another lender, because guess what? He or she may be able to help build your business. You may be able to learn something new. You may be able to strengthen another relationship. Social media. Social media is a masterpiece of places to find people. Now, lots of people like to fuss like, oh, the algorithm doesn't like me. I'm not getting likes. I'm not getting views. Dude, last time I checked, it doesn't cost anything to have a Facebook account or an Instagram account or a TikTok account or a LinkedIn. None of those things cost money. So why are you complaining that something that's free gives you the opportunity to be in front of literally millions of people? Now, the best social media coach that I know, hands down, her name is Danielle Nielsen. She actually has a podcast that you should listen to. It's called Agents Get Social. And one of the things that I've done is I've really listened and paid close attention to all of her tips. As I have started to implement those things, I've been able to increase my networking with other agents. Okay. Now, you might be saying, why would you want to talk to the competition? Hello, guys. It's called referrals. It's called that inventory is extremely low in my market right now, and there may be multiple offers that are on the table. If I have networked with that agent, my reputation is going to help my clients secure that offer being accepted. Okay. Networking is important. Now, let's say that you have nothing on the books. Okay. You have nothing on the books. Market was great and you were doing great. And now you're really you've tanked. Have you reached out to your past clients? Have you touched base with them to see if they have any referrals, if they need additional services? Have you just called to see how they're doing? What about your circle of influence, or sometimes we call it our sphere of influence? Have you talked to all of the people that you know, like, and trust? Okay. As a brand new agent, okay, so the people that have been licensed for a while, you can turn the volume down for a second, but people who are brand new, when you got licensed, did you create a post that said, hey guys, I just wanted to make this announcement. I am now a licensed real estate salesperson serving these cities or this state or whatever it is. Did you do that? Okay. Now, if you did, which I'm hoping you did, if you're on my team, I know I told you to do that. There's going to be lots of people that are going to like it. They're going to love it. They're going to thumbs up it. They're going to say congratulations. They're going to say all these things, right? Did you reach out to all those people? And by reaching out, I mean, if you actually have their phone number in your phone, did you call them? Did you tell them, thank you so much for, you're celebrating my success and my new business endeavor? Did you do that? Because guess what? Those are where referrals come from. Who talks? Think about this, okay? Let's stop for a second. If someone were to say, hey, this is something that this person does well, okay? All right. So for example, when I was in the classroom, one of the things that people knew me as, one of the things that I was kind of known for was my behavior management. And then also how I was able to create relationships with those students who really didn't want to have relationships with people. So what did that do? When other teachers that were around, okay, so those are my coworkers, those are my friends, past parents, okay, so those are your past clients. What would they do when they would have come across someone who had a child that they knew was going to struggle in school that year? What did they do? They recommended that they requested me. Guys, that's how real estate works, okay? It's not just your past clients. It's also the people who know, like, and trust you. So you should be talking to everyone and tell them about your business. Okay, so let's say that you're an agent and you show properties to a family who is moving from out of town. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to go on your social media, and I don't normally talk about social media, but I just want to talk about this because this is something that's been shared with me so much. So what you want to do is you want to go on your social media and you want to create a post. Okay, now don't just write it up. That's boring. No one wants to read all of that. So go live or do a video. If you're like, oh, I can't go live. What if I mess up? So what? I mess up all the time, okay? I'm kind of known for that. Now, so what you're going to do is you're going to say, hey guys, today I had the honor of helping some clients who are moving from out of town. One of the things that I love about servicing clients that are moving from out of town is I get to show them around the city that I love. I get to show them my favorite coffee shops, my favorite donut shops, my favorite place for lunch. What's the best park to take your kids at? What's a good vet, all the things, right? So what are you doing right there? You are showcasing to everyone who's on your social media platform that you are a relocation specialist. Do you think that's going to help you get some new clients? Yes. So that whole feeling of being stuck because there's nothing on the books, that's going to help you out. Now, here we go. You need to research your market. All right. You need to familiarize yourself with things that are changing. So, for example, where I live in Queen Creek, Arizona, which is a suburb of Phoenix, there's a lot of movement going on. There's lots of businesses moving in. There's lots of new construction. So what do I need to do as a real estate agent? I need to be in the know. I need to know what new businesses are moving in because that's going to help people. I need to know what new neighborhoods are being put in. I need to actually go to those new builds. I need to do a tour of the home. And what can you do? Guess what? Do it on social media. Yes. Now, here's another thing, okay? Maybe you're feeling stuck because you're new and you're like, I don't know what to do. Take classes, okay? They could be classes, they could be seminars, anything that's going to help you stay up to date with the industry. You can also learn new strategies. Guys, there's so many free opportunities, especially within your association, right? Okay, here's another one. If you are feeling stuck because you're too busy, okay. Lots of times you can feel that way. You're like, I know I have so many things to do, but I just can't even fathom what to do first. I can't prioritize. I don't know what's going on. Well, you need to get organized. Okay. You need to take some time, Organize your materials, create a system to keep yourself on track and on top of all of your tasks. So much in real estate is based on deadlines. Things have to be done on a certain day. Things have to be submitted on a certain day. Time is of the essence is something that you learn in real estate school that you actually use as a real estate agent, believe it or not. And how are you going to do that? You have to create systems. But as a new agent, you may not know what those systems are. Okay, so make sure that you are asking. Now, the most important thing, write this down. You ready? Don't give up. Don't give up. Remember, success takes time. Okay, no agent that I know of, and I know tons of agents, okay, got success overnight. Okay, so I'm going to name drop some people. Chuck and Angela Fazio, who are members of my organization, they're two mentors of mine. For the first year in real estate, they didn't sell anything. And guess what? At one point, they had the largest independent brokerage in the United States. They were closing $2 billion a year. Guess what? If they had given up in that first year because they didn't close a deal, they would never have reached the level of success that they're at today. Okay. Here's another name. Okay. You ready? Write it down. Gogo Bethke. Gogo is another friend. And I call her my mentor. She's not really my mentor, but she's someone that when I have questions, I ask her. And guess what? She gives me great information. So Gogo Bethke is actually not even originally from the United States. English, when she moved here, was nothing that she knew. Okay, so there was a huge language barrier, but success was not, it wasn't just handed to her. She had to work for it, and she did work for it. All right, and guess what? She runs, I think she owns 9 businesses right now, and she's training and mentoring agents. Guys, I'm telling you these names because if they would have given up or if they would have let whatever obstacle was in front of them, they would have never reached the level of success. So if you're sitting there and you're like, oh, but it's been, 6 months and I still haven't closed a transaction. So what? Who cares? Okay. The longer you wait to get to that transaction, guess what? The closer you are to it. All right. So guess what? If it's 6 months, okay, and you still haven't closed one, you're closer than you were 6 months ago, right? So there has to be a time when you say, okay, I'm going to relax. I'm going to take a deep breath. I'm going to focus on the things that I can control. Okay. So here are some tips, especially if you're brand new or if you're feeling stuck because you don't have anything on the books. Okay. Step 1. Every single person in your phone, you need to call. You need to call them. Okay. Now, this should be easy phone calls. What are you going to say to them? Start with, hello. Hello. It's your friend, Jackie. We haven't talked in a while. How are you doing? Oh, I'm doing good. Great. How's your job? My job's going really good. Now, why am I asking them about their job? Because I want them to ask me about mine. And then I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to say, oh, it's going wonderful. I'm going to go, you know what? It's really been hard. I've been doing open houses. I've been creating ads. I just need that first client to make me feel good. Do you know anybody that's maybe looking to buy or sell? Guess what they're going to do? They're going to start rooting for you. Why? Because everyone cheers for the underdog. And if you're feeling stuck because you're brand new, or maybe you're not brand new, but you still haven't closed one deal, or maybe you've closed a couple, but now you just feel stuck and like, how am I going to do this again? Like, wow, it's a roller coaster. Yeah, it's a roller coaster because guess what? The moment you close that transaction, you're fired again. You're unemployed. You got to go find new people, right? So what I want you to keep in mind is that everyone, it doesn't matter who they are, every single person is going to feel stuck in their business, okay? It's a natural feeling. So you need to be leaning on the people who are around you. They could be people at your brokerage, They could be people in your network. They could be your team leaders. They could be any of those people. And if you're like, I don't have any, well, then you need to call me. Okay. I will be your biggest cheerleader. I will teach you every single tip and trick and system and anything that I can to help you reach the level of success that you want to reach. Okay. Guys, I am a simple girl. I grew up in Louisville, Kentucky. Our house, it looked like a trailer, but you know what? It was a home. We had one bathroom for 5 people. It was small. I did not come from a lot of money, but I had a lot of love. Tons of love, so much love, like almost like dysfunctional love. Actually, I think it probably would be dysfunctional love. Okay. But the one thing that my parents instilled in me is your success is not based on what you do, it's what you give. And that is something that is so important to me. So if you're sitting there and you're like, man, I just need someone to give me some ideas. I need someone to give me some tips. I need someone to give me a pep talk. I'm your girl. Okay. This is a hard job, but remember, you're a teacher and that isn't easy either. So keep it up. Reach out to me if I can help. Remember to check in on your people. Make sure they know who you are, right? You're a real estate agent. Let everyone know. Do not be a secret agent, okay? Now, guys, I need you to make sure that you share and you rate this podcast so that way others can find it more easily. Also, let's connect on Instagram. I'm Jackie Durbin AZ. That's JackieDurbinAZ. You know, today I actually got a couple messages from people that said, hey, I've been listening to your podcast and I wanted to reach out to you. And I sent them a message back and I'm like, thank you so much for listening. What's a topic that you'd like to hear? So if you're like, man, I'd really like to hear what Jackie has to say about this, or I'd like to know an idea about this, or how do I manage this? Message me. Your ideas could become the next episode. All right, guys, if you have questions, if you need to get licensed, if you need to get business, if you want to take your business to the next level, reach out. And guys, it's been great talking to you, and I will see you next week on Teachers in Real Estate. Bye.